So I got an idea. Just hear me out.
No.
What if we make a plan to withdraw some money from a bank?
Okay, I did that on Friday. What's so special about it?
Well, no, they don't want us to, and it's not our money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The little payday 3 action here.
Yeah. In honor of GTA 6 coming out soon.
In honor of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a
If we
internet stunt or something.
Yeah, if we get caught, that's just what we'll say. Oh, we're just part of GTA. We're just doing a promotion.
Yeah. Should that go over well with the CIA?
Oh, I can wear like a poodle mask or something.
Yes.
They had all those weird ski masks and stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll wear the monkey one.
Yeah, we go. See?
With the little cigar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, we're on brand. And nobody catches us with our GTA promotion.
So we will be Vanos gaming is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, we rich.
I don't know why you acted like you understood that.
I don't.
That's for my generation. They don't understand.
No, but there's several times that you talk and I just nod and go, yeah, mm-hmm.
What's the powerhouse of the cell?
Mitochondrion something.
Mitochondria.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that meme. Like that. It's not like what I ain't even gonna be able to pronounce it right. Mitochondria. Mitochondria.
What does DNA stand for?
Do not assist.
No.
Do not
like with genetics DNA.
Do not resuscitate.
That's DNR.
Department of Natural Resources.
Deoxyribonucleic acid.
Hell, you just call me.
Random weird things that I remember that I shouldn't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't remember to go to class, but
yeah, couldn't remember to go to school or anything like that. But
yeah, I was gonna make a joke. I'm glad I didn't.
We just talked about boundaries.
Yeah. I feel like this would have been a boundary one. that would have been yeah. We're gonna bleep that.
Yeah.
Some
people liked the bleep from last episode. That was pretty funny.
Yeah,
I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, I did. I laughed out loud whenever I heard it. I was like, okay.
I went home and played it 3 or 4 times, just writing Emma's ear the way until she laughed. I was like, watch, this is funny as I think it is. Did not find it as funny as I thought it was.
I think you just bleep perfectly normal words. just randomly. I love those videos.
The wipe.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah. Wow.
I was thinking of the White House. Blurbing normal words.
Yeah.
it didn't work.
Sure.
The Mito is the powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah, I seen that thing on Toy Story, and they were just bleeping out random words in Toy Story.
Yeah,
made Toy Story sound so R-rated. It was fantastic. So, but let's say we were going to make a withdrawal from a bank that wasn't ours.
Okay.
How do we do that?
That's my ideas.
I'm here.
Nah.
You know
I'm
what
telling
we're doing
you, okay?
Here, huh?
So, wait until, everybody goes home middle of the night. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want anybody to be there,
Right.
So, have all this prep work, all this prep time, You go in there and do a little scope out. I'm picturing, one of the very few banks I've been in. I'm like, okay, I know where the expensive stuff's at, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I know that that's the area of the building I need to be in. So, I go, cut the power off. I go and I cut the cables on the cameras. All the cables go into the cameras because I'm sure they're wired in case the power goes out. You still have, cameras going. So, first cut the power, cut the cameras. So then I'm home free. I'm just chilling. I can eat my popcorn while the drills are doing its things. Yeah. Get over there, do whatever I have to, drill, laser, whatever, open the vault. Take what I need to. No gold. Don't take no gold. Too heavy. You'll sprain your ankle. You get the cash.
if your bank robbery is foiled by a sprained ankle, you might want to rethink the plan.
And if you are 100% sure that cops aren't coming, there was no silent alarm or anything like that, you're for sure. You might as well just chill out, open all the safety deposit boxes, take the goodies, do as you must, walk outside, get in your Jeep Rubicon,
Mhm.
cruise off. That money you gotta clean it somewhere. Taxes got to come from something. You gotta figure out what the government gonna ask where that money come from.
Uh-huh.
So you buy a laundromat.
All right.
You buy a laundromat, and they're gonna say, "Well, how'd you get the laundromat?" "Oh, I had this family heirloom I sold." They can't check that. You're good, right? Sell that. I bought a laundromat for an investment. All that money that comes in, all right, keep it because it's not gonna be very much, but say it was a lot, and then all that money comes in, and then boom, you're home free.
Yeah, but you ain't robbed the bank yet.
No, we already did rob the bank. That was the beginning.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak in the middle of the night, cut some wires, and I'm gonna leave with the money.
Basically,
That what the hell kind of plan is that?
I'm thinking little ass Missouri towns.
Okay.
They ain't that complicated.
Uh, you think you could go into just like any like little town bank and
Basically,
yeah, how you getting inside?
glass doors, cutting the lock. I don't know, simple shit,
Yeah, but the
easy
camera
maths.
the camera's already looking at you.
No, you cut the power.
Yeah, but they already got backup generators, so the camera's still looking at you.
All right, you take the files until you take the hard drive.
No, they go off site.
Take all the hard drives
Like we
in the town.
we live in the future. Like that shit is like
All right, so
it's in the cloud.
so you, if they're on what's it called?
Well,
If they're on Starlink,
uh-huh.
wait for a cloudy day.
Okay.
Then you're
Okay.
good.
Okay. So let's think about the problems. Like we've watched enough movies to where
Played enough GTA. We're good.
yeah. So how do you get caught? Like you got to work backwards from there.
How do you get caught?
Yeah. Like what are the things that guys get caught with? Like they they see your face, right? Okay.
I have like 4.
Okay. What do you got?
So someone sees you doing it,
Okay.
like straight up, just eyes on eyes, see you.
All right. Witness.
Um, silent alarms.
Uh,
Cameras.
would you say security? Okay.
Silent alarms is the hard one. You don't know where they're at. You don't know if it's like Mission Impossible lasers all around the room thing. You don't know what it is.
Well, I'd say first you got to pick your target.
Huh?
So you're thinking like small town bank. Me, I say find, like one of the 3 malls in America that's still open, right? That still has a bank inside the mall.
That's too easy.
Wait,
That's easy.
oh, okay. Go ahead, Mr. Easy.
So in my life of living,
Mhm.
getting under a floor, not that hard.
What are you talking about?
You can get under the floor of a building pretty easy, right? Right?
Those floors are concrete. You know that, right?
Not all of them. Are you? This one isn't.
The one
Okay,
the
this
one
one
you're on
is-
literally is.
The only one in the house is this one.
No, because that room over there.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's got crawl space.
No, it does not.
All right, whatever. A mall, I'm sure it's got floors with stuff under it.
If you look at like the Joplin Mall.
Yeah.
Oh,
Concrete floor, the whole thing.
yeah.
A mile of concrete.
Yeah, they might have like pipe ducting,
There you go.
but
That's what I'm looking for.
most of the pipes that I seen are going up to the ceiling and they're running overhead.
All right, well, let's say they got a floor, normal floor with stuff under it,
Uh-huh.
with nothing under it. I mean,
Okay.
you get in that little passageway under it. You map it out. You use your brain, little bit of math,
Mm-hmm.
figure out exactly where you dig straight up. You're gonna be right in the vault. You know, like Looney Tunes, the fuck
So
out of
your
this.
master plan is to Bugs Bunny this motherfucker.
Exactly.
Just come up
Just
chewing a
stick a
carrot.
big jigsaw and an angle grinder.
You
And just
don't
cut a big hole in the floor.
even a bank in a mall is probably owned by a large corporation. You know, like oh, she eating beef jerky. Um, like whatever, like U.S. Bank or something like that. Like
Harvest or
yeah, like they're a big national brand. So um, I'm sure that they probably have ran across the Bugs Bunny scheme
doubt it.
before. You
Doubt it.
know, um,
First time.
I'm sure they've probably seen the Mission Impossible movie before.
Yeah, probably that one.
So probably not coming in from the air vent. Like you're gonna have to get like Ocean's 11 with this shit.
I had never seen that movie, so
I know nobody probably heard my pin drop, but it was there.
here you go. I went in the mic for you.
Yeah, thank you.
There you go.
Um, wow. But anyway, yeah, like
I haven't seen that movie.
so, like a mall, like you. So there's more obstacles because like there's more security, right? Because they got mall security and stuff like that.
Bubble art.
Right. So
I know that one.
yeah. So like that movie I think that movie actually like there was a bank robbery in the movie, or was it like the safe of the mall, something like that.
It was some safe in a mall. Could have been a bank. Could have been an Arby's. Who knows?
I think it was a bank. But anyway, like I mean, money is still from like a mall bank. Like you ain't gonna like retire on like you and me are gonna have to split and still keep our jobs.
Yeah.
So
Well, most people to get a Civic.
yeah. So, but to be able to do it, like you'd have to have a distraction.
Mm.
You can't let them see you. You can't have any ties to it. So, like, you have to be able to surveil it without even being there. But let's say we were just looking at doing it. How would we get like information on that?
Information on the building.
Yeah.
Go into it during operating hours.
Well, yeah, but now we're on camera being there.
Well, so was 10,000 people.
Well, yeah, but like, we're in there, and then like 2 weeks later, so
Yeah, in 2 weeks, like 10,000 people have been there since you. Why would they pick you out of the bunch?
Well, yeah, but like you have to be careful of it. Like you would want like there to be no reason for them to think it was you. So we'd have to go with disguises. Yeah, I think that would probably be the best bet.
All right, you get the sparkly red dress.
Yeah, I mean, I do have the legs for it.
Like, no.
Oh, Sid wants to join the podcast.
Special guest, Cindy Joe.
My grandpa, I hear. She got up in a chair because she's also a human.
Yeah, and she's sitting at the desk with us.
Yeah, hello guys. If we turned her mic on, I'm sure you would hear her.
You know,
Yeah, she sounds like a CPAP machine. So
yeah. Hello.
no, you stay off the table. Anyway, yeah, the subject isn't as fun as I thought it'd be.
I have a funner subject.
Okay, yeah, let's. Yeah,
You want to curve this a little bit?
Well, yeah, let's just say that we're not bank robbing material. Like we're maybe arson material. Something light and easy.
Speaking of arson,
Okay.
I don't remember. I should have done more research, but I seen on some news station on TikTok's account, there was this person that was trying to set somebody's car on fire.
Uh-huh.
Like went in their property, covered it in gas, lit the match, caught themselves on fire. And they're on camera running away from the burning vehicle in flames. And the comments are just like, that must be so embarrassing.
Yeah. No, did you hear about that kid in Carthage? I mean, not kid, he's like 28. Yeah. I actually knew him whenever he was growing up. Like, I knew him as a little kid.
The
First name's Austin.
I don't know how to say this properly. The one that got hurt or the one that did the hurting?
The one that got hurt.
Okay.
The one that got several ventilation holes.
Yes.
Like 19 of them or something like that.
21.
21.
Yeah. I recognize one of the people who did the hurting.
Yeah.
Did the ventilation work?
The pew-pewing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I recognize one of them. I recognize the name. I think I've had like conversations with this person.
Probably.
And like
But-
I feel like I was friends with this person at one point. I don't remember who it was though.
Ugh.
Like I recognize the face, recognize the name. I know I've talked to this guy. I just don't know where.
Was it? Ew.
Yeah.
I mean, no, not really.
We'll have another thing interesting we could talk about.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
But yeah, so like I knew this kid, I knew his mom, and he was a little hellion growing up. I think he drove into the side of her house one time because he got mad. Like,
Right.
yeah, like she like grounded him or something. So he went and got in the car. She lived in a trailer house, and like he like drove the car like under the skirting of the trailer house.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
The way my ass would be lawn furniture.
yeah. But
Oh man.
you know, like let's say that you guys are in that pew pew situation. You know, I mean, I mean, no matter what, you know, like the kid never should have got vented like that. Which I'm glad to hear he's survived and he's
That's one hell of a dude
Yeah.
to take 21 and survive.
yeah. Like dude, if you don't think his head's gonna be swelled,
Yeah.
like, dude, 21, you still can't get, you know, like dude, he gonna be like new 50 Cent.
Yeah, like people get like pewed once
Mhm.
and they survive. That's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
well, it's not that impressive. Like he got one.
It's sad that that's not impressive anymore. But yeah,
I know, but like it happens more often than you think. You know, for one, and then you make it not that crazy anymore. But 2 full clips and then some,
Mm-hmm.
and then you still, yeah, I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
That's it boggles my mind.
So the two guys that did it were brothers, or are brothers.
Yes.
And let's say that was you and your brother
Yeah.
that did that because you got a disagreement with somebody.
I actually had this conversation with my mom.
Maybe she agrees with me on this, but you better pray to God they don't let me in the jail.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I guess I wouldn't have the same conversation, but
yeah,
yeah, I get it.
because well, I mean, there's two of you. There's one of them,
Yeah.
and you got to pew pew 21 times.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you shouldn't pew pew at all.
Yeah.
But if you can't get the job done at 21,
Yeah.
you know, like that's, I mean, it's all bad.
Yeah.
That's even worse. Like, yeah, like, but yeah, like, I mean, oh my God.
Me and mom were talking about why I guess I talked about it. She just kind of listened to me babble. But like what it would take for that kind of thing to be considered okay. And like we don't know the whole situation here.
Yeah.
Like someone I know said that they knew the situation like personally, like they knew the people.
Uh-huh.
And they said that the one that got ventilated was dating one of the ventilator's sisters.
Yes.
And that could have been, you know, anything. Like the way I was talking about it, if it was me, and I know my sister's in a specific situation, but like, say, she was able to go date and have boyfriends and whatnot, and she was dating this guy, and the guy like started beating on her or something.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably justify that to myself.
Maybe.
I mean, if it had to come to that, I mean, hands would go first, you know. But
that's the thing.
yeah,
You know, like to me, I think it's disrespectful to like. So you're saying that if you were trying to protect your sister or get even for your sister, that you could kind of understand it and almost justify it in your head.
I think hands should go first, but
Yeah,
almost strictly hands. But I mean, if there's a situation where you have to defend yourself when they pull something like that, then it's understandable.
But dude,
But 21 times is not.
yeah.
That's not retaliation. That's going out of your way.
I mean, we're a minute past, so I could probably say it, but 21 times, like if you're scared enough where you're going 21 times and it's already 2-on-1, you're a fucking pussy.
Yeah.
Like you get like just go to jail. Just stay there. When they say you can get out, say nah, I'm good.
Yeah, get in a fight or something.
Just stay in jail.
Shank someone.
You
just,
know, because the outside world ain't for you, baby. Like
Yeah.
you know, if you can't handle that,
Yeah.
you know, then just stay in jail. You know,
Yeah.
like I mean, nothing's gonna get better out here for you.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and it's disrespectful to your sister. You know, like if you're trying to like defend or get revenge for your sister or whatever, that's disrespectful to her.
Yeah.
So now your sister has to go without you. You know,
For the rest of your life.
yeah, because because the two of you were too scared to go to the one guy.
Yeah.
You know, like, well, he could have had a pew pew. Like, yeah, he could have.
Yeah.
So
You didn't find that out though.
learn to be smarter about it.
Yeah.
You know, and from my understanding, there was like a lot of like kind of like they like were like tricking him, like sucked him in. You know, like hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Would you like to go for some ice cream? You know, like some bullshit like that. You know,
Yeah.
like it's a word like it's never good. It's never the right call. But
No.
I seen that. I was like 21 times. Are you serious?
Yeah, that's something. Um, I don't know what is wrong with people and just throwing hands. Like, why can't we just go back to that? Like, you can settle a dispute without one of you dying.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Just throw hands, dude. The
But
way I just watched, I just watched Friday again,
yeah,
and
classic movie.
the dad had a hell of a good point in that. Like, you should never bring a gun to that kind of thing. I mean, you should probably bring one in case they pull one, but you should never use it because that you can settle something just by getting in a fist fight. You win some, you lose some, but both people live. That's how the dad put it. And I was like, that's a damn good way of looking at it.
Yeah,
And you should still do that.
yeah, it should still be a thing, but you know, like if like you can tell if you're getting into some like I can tell by the look on their mugshots that like they are definitely the bring a gun to a fist fight kind of guys.
Yes.
You know, and
Like if I knew I was pulling up somewhere to go fight somebody, like full on fist fights going down in the parking lot, I probably will bring a gun, but it'll be in my trunk of my car and I will leave my car. It won't be there until it's absolutely like live or die,
well,
If I'm gonna die, yeah, I'm gonna pull it. But if I don't have a second thought of it, then no.
if you think you're in that situation to where if you feel like you have to bring protection like that,
Yeah.
then there's no point in going. Like if you feel like like oh, it's going to go down like that,
Yeah.
then there's nothing to be gained by this.
Yeah.
It's just drama at that point.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to get an Instagram story or some shit.
Well, you could just be like, that's not what it is to you. It's like you two are having a problem. Go box it out. But
Yeah.
people nowadays, like, you kind of have to because everyone is bringing one. Doesn't matter what it is.
Right.
And you don't want to be the only person in the parking lot without one.
I'm the only one in the parking lot without one most of the time.
Yeah, but if you're going in there and everybody's pointing it at you, you're going to want one in your hand
Why?
because you're going to die.
You're going to die anyway.
You might not.
If you got 5 pointed at you,
Yeah.
what's one going to do back?
Yeah, I guess so.
Now you're a stat.
Yeah.
Like there's no honor in I mean, John Wick is a cool movie, sure.
Yeah.
not really a thing, you know? Like, in real life, I if if you're associating yourself with people that may or may not pull a gun on you,
Mhm.
and you probably shouldn't be associating with them anyway. You know how many people I know in my life that, like, if I had a problem with, I could go settle it fucking mano a mano,
Yeah.
and they ain't gonna pull a gun. And there are people that I do know that they would pull a gun, I don't associate with.
Yeah.
There's no problems if they don't see me. Like, I don't have anything to do with them.
Okay.
I mean, they stop existing whenever they get to a certain point in my head.
Mhm.
If they're, I don't know, it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I believe in the whole, like, like you have a right to open carry and conceal and carry, but you don't need to.
Mm.
Like, there are situations, I guess, that I could understand it,
Yeah.
but you're like, well, I'm gonna go to a concert, so I better get my 9. Why? Because you're gonna get drunk and get in an argument with somebody,
Mhm.
you know, probably over a girl.
Yeah.
Really?
What if it's a situation where somebody else got drunk and all you did was say hi to someone and they got
Mhm.
mad about that and pulled a gun on you?
Yeah, that's their problem.
Well, now the gun's in your face, it's your problem now.
Yeah, I can deal with a drunk guy with a gun.
Okay.
Like, I'm not saying it'd be, like, badass or anything like that, like, that's not what I'm trying to say,
Mhm.
like, okay, well, time to go, you know?
Yeah.
And if he pursues it, I mean, you're in a spot, there's people all around. Like, generally, most people will fucking stop shit because, like, there are several guys, especially when they're drunk, they're like, "White knight,"
Yeah.
you know? But,
Pew.
yeah, I mean yeah, somebody could pull a gun on you, But most time, they're too damn scared to use it anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I'm more confident in my ability to take the gun from them and beat them with it than I'm worried about them shooting me with it, like,
Yeah.
because I mean, I have watched people become nervous wrecks trying to shoot a deer, you know? They're shaking, I mean, their heart's pumping, like, and they're having, like, there's no remorse or, like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna go to jail for this." There's
Mhm.
none of that. It's just taking a life, it just happens to be a deer.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about, you know, so I'd be more worried if he had a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, if he pulled a knife, it's pretty accurate whenever you're running at somebody.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, that's what I would fear more would be that.
I think that's just something we disagree on.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Like, I don't think that it's you should ever have to use one, but I mean, there are situations where I find it would be necessary, and I know
Yeah.
you don't. So,
Well, yeah, I mean, and there's nothing wrong with disagreeing on it,
yeah.
like I said, like, yeah, you're perfectly justified in open carry, conceal and carry, like, that's your right. You wanna do it, do it, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth it, personally,
Mhm.
I mean, now if you're in a situation to where, like, mm, say, like, it's going out with, like, well, like, whenever you went to New York, right?
Yeah.
And like, you're in a bad neighborhood and you're trying to protect you and your family. Okay,
Mhm.
like, I'm with that.
Mhm.
I would probably think about it, you know? But, like, I'm not gonna take one to the bar, I'm not gonna take one any place where any kind of alcohol may or may not be consumed.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of dumb shit that happens with alcohol.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of it.
Yeah.
So, like, and a lot of times it don't mean shit.
Yeah.
So, I've gotten into lots of verbal altercations at, like, bars and stuff, and they're always diffused, you know?
Yeah.
Just as long as you don't get excited about it and, like, give them ammo to, like, fuel them,
Yeah.
yeah, usually it just goes away.
Have you ever had somebody put a pew to your forehead before, or put one to your head before?
No.
You never have.
Mm.
Okay. Well, then never mind.
I assume you have.
Yeah, and that would be one time I would. I really wish I did have one. Nothing happened, of course, but it would have been really nice to, you know, feel like I wasn't so scared.
Well, you should be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, if someone across the field has a cannon, you're gonna really be happy if you had one too. You're still gonna be scared, but
Yeah, but I mean, if you really think about that situation, was there not signs that you know what this guy may be a douche,
well, the guy was drunk, so
right?
yeah,
Right. Have you seen him drunk before?
no,
No.
nope,
I,
some dude I've never met in my life. Never met him after that either.
I'm like one of your friends that, and I know you've had this too, where it's all like, "Ooh, cops are going to be getting called. I'm going to go ahead and get on out."
Well, I ended up being that friend at one point,
Right.
but before that point is when it happened, where I would just go, "Yeah, party, sure, let's go."
Yeah, but
You know,
that was me at every party. Like, I mean, I get drunk, but I still be watchful. Like, ooh, shit's getting real.
yeah,
You know. You know?
yeah. I didn't care about that until I was like 16, 17.
Mhm.
Is whenever I didn't care until I was like 16 or 17.
Yeah.
I was like, shit. Well, I don't want to get arrested today.
Yeah. Well, you don't really think like, when you're 15, you're so old and wise and
Yeah.
you know everything. You know.
See, you always said that, but I never thought that.
Yeah.
Like, I knew I was an idiot.
Well,
It was just fun to be an idiot.
yeah, but you also thought it was okay to be in those situations, right?
It's true.
And now, how how old is your youngest brother?
Youngest?
Yep.
Oh, shit. 14? Yeah.
And you were how old when you started going to these things?
I went to my first one at 14.
Think he should be going to those?
No.
You think he has the right mind frame to navigate through that?
I actually got some belief in him.
Well, yeah, I do too. Like, I'm not saying
I have a hell of a
anything.
lot more than I did myself.
I'm not saying anything negative about him.
Yeah.
But a 14-year-old doesn't really think about all the consequences that go with this.
It's true.
Like you might know some,
Yeah.
and
Like, mama gonna be mad.
yeah, like knowing him, he would know probably more than what you and me did at 14.
Absolutely.
But
I was a jackass at that age. He's actually pretty smart.
right, but yeah, like it's still scary. Like you got a kid coming on the way,
Yeah.
dude. You just got here to me,
Yeah.
so like it goes fast. Like me thinking that you know you're 3 years off from whenever I had you,
Yeah.
just 3 years.
Yeah.
That's
I'm at the
great.
same age as my mom.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah.
So
Like, mom was 20 when she had me.
yeah, and we were adults whenever we had you, right? But as a parent, like I know you're an adult,
Yeah.
but as a parent,
No, I
you,
gave you a weird look because I know I'm not an adult, and you at my age definitely weren't an adult.
I mean, I travel the country, maintain a job, like I mean, like you know what I mean, like
So did Hitler.
like I was doing adult things. I didn't think adult all the time,
Yeah.
but like I mean, I was a good 20%.
Yeah.
And it took me to 43 to get to like 35%.
Yeah.
But
You're 43.
yeah. So um
I thought you were.
well, I
Huh?
was 23 when I had you. You're 20.
I didn't know you were 23 when you had me.
Yeah.
I thought you were like 25.
I just told you.
I thought you were like a crib snatcher.
No. No. No.
All
No.
jokes, all jokes.
Anyway, yeah, like like I know you're an adult, but I have a hard time looking at you that way,
Yeah.
and whenever you were 14, 15, 16, like, old man doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I'm an adult, and, you look back at, like your youngest brother, or if, whenever you have kids, or, you got one on the way. So whenever your kid is, you know, of that age, you're going to be like, you ain't an adult. Yeah, I am, Dad. I know what I'm talking about.
Treat me like an adult, man. I know what I'm doing. I pay for my car.
Fuck you, I'm going to Grandpa's.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to gaslight that kid so bad and send him back to you.
Yeah, I know he's a bitch.
Your daddy ain't shit.
He your son. I know. Oh, man.
You tell him I said eat a dick. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm in the kitchen. You're in the kitchen.
Dude, we got lost so much on that.
I know. It went from bank robbery to shooting to.
The bank robbery thing was like one of those, like, it was in my head, like,
This
this
is going to be really fun.
this would be fun to talk about. And nah.
Did I kill it a little bit?
Huh?
Did I kill it a little bit?
Well, yeah, a little bit. Like,
Bugs Bunny, that motherfucker.
like, dude, how would you want to rob a bank? I wait till they're closed and then I go inside. And then, I'm just going to take it, but nothing heavy because I don't want to, like, work for it, And then go buy a laundromat or something. I don't know. All right.
That's so funny.
I mean, maybe, not take like a online course on cracking a safe or anything. Like,
I'll bring my stethoscope.
Like, you're gonna break the glass on the glass door to get in, but hopefully the drawers ain't locked.
Hey, I said bring a drill.
Yeah, with what? Like
Black and Decker.
Yeah, with like
Nothing but high quality.
with a 1/8 bit, like that's good enough for all of them.
Yeah, it'll get
Yeah.
through everything.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple in case they snap.
No, you're not understanding. Like, I'm charging the battery all the way. Like,
I'll bring an extra. Only
Yeah.
one though, because you can't have that much weight.
right, because what if you do accidentally get a piece of gold?
Sprain an ankle.
That was funny. Like, I take everything, but not gold. That's too heavy. Like,
And gold is really heavy.
well, yeah, it's really heavy, but it's also really expensive. Like, maybe put a little thought into that. Like, maybe bring a cart,
Yeah.
a radio flyer wagon.
You mean to tell me if lead was the same value as gold, you would go and grab like 1,000 pounds of it from a bank?
If I was willing to risk my freedom for the rest of my life,
Yeah.
I'm taking everything in that bitch. Like, I'm
sweeping the floor.
I'm going for all of it.
I'm bringing it back.
Oh, yeah. Like, dude, I am taking the fundraiser jar that Karen has in the break room. Like,
trying to get her kid into softball.
Yeah, some walkathon bullshit. Like, I'm taking that.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm taking all the pins.
Yeah.
Like, like if I'm risking my whole life.
Taking all the fucking bumper stickers. I'm taking the magnets.
Yeah. Dude,
That's so funny.
if you don't think I'm gonna get all of the dumb suckers they have in the drive-through window,
all the little old lady butterscotches.
Dude, Sid is gonna be in the back too, because she's gonna have all kinds of dog treats because they got those at the drive-through.
Yeah, all the pup cups.
I'm taking all that shit. Like,
I'm taking the chairs.
and I ain't even gonna care who's got what written down in the break room refrigerator. I'm taking that shit too. I'll take the light bulb out of the
I'll
fridge.
take Karen's roast.
Ain't no shit. Like, I mean, if I'm risking all of that,
That's so funny.
Oh,
my
dude.
gosh.
but you over here all young buck, like, hey, yeah, but I mean, a bit heavy. Like,
well, I mean, if there's roast, I'll spare a little bit of carrying weight.
yeah, like, you'll grab the roast, but like, I ain't gonna grab those like collectible coins. Like,
Grab the roast, but not if it got onions.
oh my god, dude, I feel like we would end up in jail, and I would just be cussing you the entire time. Like, you had to go for the fucking roast.
You already got 11 of the donuts. You had to get the whole dozen.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm taking the jelly filled. I'm taking the glazed.
I'm taking the holes. I'm taking the twists.
I ain't taking the ones that's got like that white cream in it though. Like it's like whipped cream or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck them. I ain't taking those.
Why not?
Oh, they're disgusting.
Okay.
Yeah, and they kind of make me feel like a gay porn star.
Fair enough.
But yeah, the idea sounded fun in my head. Like, oh yeah, we can figure this out. We're two bright guys, you know. But
You realize I'm standing around here wearing my Spider-Man Crocs.
he has a Spider-Man Crocs.
I got 'em.
Everybody.
And you're over here telling me about how I should be robbing a bank, and I'm wearing Spider-Man Crocs, dude. I'm going Looney Tune as fuck.
Dude, if you rob the bank in those Spider-Man Crocs, one, they would find you for sure because I'm pretty positive you're the only adult that has them.
No, dude, they let me keep it. They'd be like, yeah, he cool.
Well, they would probably let you go. Like, you know, like, oh, special guy. You know, like you go ahead, little buddy.
Check out the treatment center, see if they had to skate.
Yeah, and they're gonna look at me like, how dare you
Yeah.
use your child in that way? But it was his idea. Like he told me to go for the donuts.
He didn't even tell me about it until we got there.
The dog treats are for his dog.
He just told me we were going to Judy's.
Um. So I mean, we can move on to like probably like the bright spot. Like, so I love that the police are like trying to rebuild their relationship with the community and stuff. And I love that it started in New York. Didn't know if you had heard about that new program that they had.
Mm-mm.
So apparently, this NYPD detective is in some kind of rap video,
Yeah.
and she's like a stripper in said rap video.
Yeah.
I ain't ever wanted to commit a crime so bad in my life, dude.
Well, let me. Where is that? Hold on. What the heck?
Dude, stop zooming in. It only goes in so far.
Well, you see.
Yeah, you shouldn't be watching her twerk in slow mo. Like that's how problems start.
Why not?
But yeah, she's an NYPD detective. I mean, outside of like the whole like guy, like hell yeah, it's a half naked chick, or
Mhm.
what do you really think about that, though? Do you think she should have done it, or should she not have?
Well, let's play the people with the audio first. Well, do you think it'll work good, Mike?
You'd have to put it in and
Okay.
add it.
Well.
Oh, more work? Nope.
That's the phone down.
Yeah.
What do I think about it?
Yeah.
Get that bag, dude. Do whatever you want. I don't give a shit.
As an NYPD detective, you think that she should have done that?
It shouldn't fucking matter.
She shouldn't hold herself to a higher standard?
I mean, I guess, but that's her recreational time. That's her off day, dude. And it was with a big time celebrity rapper,
Yeah.
shaking ass. She probably made like 30, 50 grand off of that on a day off.
Mhm.
Like, hell yeah, dude. Tear that shit up. 50 grand on a day off? You bet.
Well, so as a older, somewhat responsible parent, hold your applause. I would say no.
That's more Looney Tunes than what I said.
That like I wouldn't want my daughter to do that because she should hold herself to a higher standard. She's a detective with the NYPD, but also I'm 43 years old. I've already counted how many weekends I got left, which is like 7 at this point.
Yeah.
Get it, girl. Like you only go around this ball once.
Mm-hmm.
Just go ahead. Like
in her case, the pole.
well, yeah. And she went around. Anyway, but I mean, yeah, you want to be like responsible and like not go crazy, and like hurt yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this doesn't hurt her,
Yeah,
obviously.
she made half her salary in a day.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's beside the point. I mean, did she need the money? No, she.
NYPD detective? Yeah, she needs the money.
Well, I mean, maybe so, but still, at the same time, yeah, my ashtray just shattered apart.
Yeah, all right.
I blame Jamie. Um, but like every all the other NYPD detectives are living fine. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like they don't have that option. So, they don't have to do it. And so she didn't have to do it, but obviously it's something that she wanted to do and that she likes to do.
Mhm.
She doesn't need to do it, but she likes to do it.
No.
I can go for it.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? Like
I
it
mean,
does
like, don't take off work for it, but, like, day off? Sure, why not?
right, but I mean like, like she's not hurting herself. I mean, could it be a career setback? Sure, maybe.
Mhm.
Because now she's gonna have that stigma that she shouldn't have over her head. Because I mean, it's not like she went out and like posted it. Like she just went and did it. She did. It's like a movie part. Like
Yeah.
if she went and was an extra in a TV show, nobody even bat an eye. They would probably applaud her for it.
Yeah.
But because she is obviously proud of her body. I'm awful proud of it. I'd like to shake her daddy's hand. Um, but I mean, she's not hurting herself.
No.
It's probably a one-off deal.
Yeah, it's not like she's gonna get signed, you know?
Probably now.
She might now.
Probably now because
Yeah.
she's, like gone viral and all that stuff. But I mean, she probably don't have to be an NYPD detective anymore.
Mhm.
But, she was just going to do it once and, have fun with it, be able to look back years from now whenever that kind of body is no longer there and say, that was me.
Does kinda suck that she's probably gonna lose a job she's worked for many years
Yeah.
over one little thing she did.
Yeah. And I think that's bullshit because it's not hurting anything,
No.
like, eh, like sexuality and body is just another tool and it's not a tool I have, but you know,
That's why dad read the funny books.
yeah, like I did not have a six pack, but I learned some dad jokes, so I
I did
learned,
not have a six pack, but I did read Harry Potter.
yeah, like I couldn't build a six pack, but I was able to develop a sense of humor, so I went with that,
Yeah.
but I mean, shit. So I don't have the same kind of body that she does or anything. Like I can't be a Chippendales dancer. But if I was given an opportunity, like, hey, do you want to, like get on camera and do something funny, and it's gonna be a national thing, with some famous comedian, fucking heartbeat.
I would have to depend on what it was.
I mean,
Well, someone of your stature. It's probably gonna be making fun of you.
well, yeah, but is it funny?
Well, it doesn't shouldn't matter. It's still making fun of you.
Well, like how?
Well, like,
This is gonna. I know this is getting ready to hurt my feelings, but go ahead.
well,
How?
I mean,
How would you make fun of me, son?
how would I make fun of you?
Yeah, like if you
Like if
were
I was trying to embarrass you?
no, like you're just like some you don't know me. You just like wanted me to be on camera to do something funny. How are you making fun of me? Like, what are you worried about?
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna have a archery tournament. Is gonna be the ad, right? It's gonna be an ad for bows.
Hmm.
Archery tournament. All these kids, they're shooting the apple on the on the bale of hay or whatever.
Hmm.
All of them hit the apple, get down the line. Last kid, wheelchair. Kid in the wheelchair. Like, they're going to need some help, disability, whatnot. Give them a bigger target. You come out with a big red apple painted on your gut. And that's what they shoot instead. I find that would be really funny.
Huh?
Like, it'd be, picture it in your head. Like, these kids are all like, oh, having fun, field day. Get to the kid, and you're like, oh, oh. And they're like, all the people doing it, like doing the thing, are like, oh, well, shit. Adam! You just walk in, take the shirt off, you have an apple already painted on your chest,
So,
on your stomach, but
right. So this is saying I got a big belly.
yeah, like that's how people would take advantage of it.
Yeah. So basically, they would.
You said make fun of you. That's
Yeah.
the best I got.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
But I mean, that's what you think that if they have you do it, it'd be like to make a fat joke.
Probably. I mean, if they didn't know how funny you were. I mean, if they just saw you like in a stand, like at a pick you out of a line,
Uh-huh.
yeah, that'd probably be what.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm sure that, the rapper wasn't going up to just like, "Hey, you're hot. By chance, do you spin on a pole?"
I don't think you know rappers.
Well, I'm sure that
I'm,
there's
I'm sure 50 Cent wasn't sweet talking.
well, yeah, but like I'm that's what I'm saying is like, I'm sure there's some kind of audition thing that they got to go through,
Maybe.
Yeah, like if
Hey, can you shake it? Show me. Yeah, all right, come on.
like I don't care how I mean, well, I mean, I care how much money they offered, but um like I wouldn't be on
$20.
I wouldn't be on Jackass,
No.
because I mean, I find that hilarious,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to degrade myself,
It would have to be. It depended on what the thing was. I'd probably go on
Right.
Jackass.
But I
Actually,
mean, this wasn't degrading to her.
no.
This was her, like, I mean, because I mean, really, that shit's very athletic. Like, wow. I mean,
You're the only
I'm not
person in the
saying
world
it.
that would make shaking ass an athletic sport.
No, no, I mean the pole dancing thing.
Oh,
Like, I'm,
yeah, that. Yeah.
yeah, give it a whirl. Like, dude, like, it's so athletic that firemen can only go down. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they get on the pole, they just slide down.
Yeah.
The girls start at the bottom, they gotta go all the way to the top.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it's very athletic. So,
This podcast is turning so dumb.
dude, it was dumb when we started. Like,
1 year, we're still doing it.
man, like, just be positive. Be positive.
I hate your STD test.
No, I've never had a positive. I had to think about it.
I remember there's a shirt that you had in a picture when I was a kid.
Yeah, but there's no test for crabs. You either have them or you don't. Like, you see them and you're like,
Okay.
it was just that one time.
One time in Honolulu.
She said she loved me. And I didn't realize that she loved everybody else too.
Yeah.
But ain't that a story of my life?
Are we done? Wrapping it up? Uh-huh.
Really? Already?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Why don't we talk about the podcast?
Well, we're already at 52 minutes,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What would you like to talk about in the podcast?
Well, you said you wanted to do something on appreciation days.
Yeah, I was thinking like quit. What do you I'm just doing it to get a reaction out of you
Yeah.
now. Appreciation days. Okay.
Well, I mean, that was one of the goals.
Yeah.
And September's coming up quick.
Yes.
So,
I think we have a booth. All right,
mhm.
that's a good start. We have a booth.
Yeah.
And we sell t-shirts. That's we don't really need anything else.
What?
For the people.
Yeah, I know, but like,
I'm talking like order like 10 of each.
yeah, I'm not worried about the merch, but you got to have a product to move the merch.
Well, I was getting to that,
Okay.
mister. So we have a table set up, and one of us or both of us could be sitting at or actually, no, change my mind. We have another table sitting to the side, and it's got 2 mics set up and the laptop ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
And whoever wants to, like, come up, record 5-10 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
just bullshitting. They can pick either me or you or both.
Right.
And just sit there, bullshit 5-10 minutes, and at the end of the day, well, maybe the next day, but add it all together into one video,
Mm-hmm.
and they put it out as like if it's like 4 hours, we'll put it out in parts,
Yeah.
but release it as like, oh, this is the conversations from Jasper Appreciation Days Day 1. Boom, there you go, and then it would be like a compilation of all the conversations we had with people throughout Jasper,
Okay.
all in one episode. I feel like that would do numbers.
You know what scares me about that?
But
Is that we do that, and
he said, "Dude,
um,
kids."
yeah, it scares me so much. So we do that, and then people are like, "Oh, that's cool." And like, well, let's give them a listen. You know what I mean?
No.
Like I was really hoping to like bump up the quality, you know.
For appreciation days?
No, like by the time we got to appreciation days where like we had a fairly good catalog, and
Okay.
so like I've kind of slacked off on like getting guests and stuff like that because life happens and I just haven't been able to, and
Yeah.
we haven't got any farther in the production value. Like we still haven't done video. Um, yeah.
I had a video a couple episodes ago.
Well,
Nerd out.
well, yeah, like, and that was cool.
Yeah.
Like it made it look so much better because I watched it, just to see how it came out.
Yeah.
And I mean, for most people that 'cause a lot of people that listen to this don't also listen to the Nerd Out. Several of them do, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like, and several people like not watching it; they just like listening to it, which is great. But
I think
still,
that's like 99%, but
well, yeah, it's the reason why it's 99% is because there is no other option.
okay.
You know, like it wouldn't be 99% if there was an option.
If people like are on YouTube, look up our channel
Hmm.
and click on our account, the very first like 15 videos are all the episodes.
Hmm.
The first 15 that pop up are all videoed.
Hmm.
Like because those are the ones that we started with. So if anybody ever wants to watch video, it's right there immediately.
Yeah, but like to stay current and stuff, and like I don't know. I mean, I don't mind putting money into this, like new mics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we should hire like an editor. You know what I
Hire
mean?
an editor.
Yeah.
We have to give them something to edit first. I'd figure out video and whatnot.
Right. But I mean, even like whenever, like even now, whenever we're not doing video, like they could have thrown up a clip of the NYPD detective. You know, they could have done like a montage of different banks that we were talking about. And like an odd bank in a mall. You
Yeah.
know, like it. Like it would make it a lot funnier, I think, if people like could actually see what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. I mean, I don't know. What do you think about that?
About getting an editor?
Yeah.
Um,
And for the people that are still listening, this is basically just some me and him bullshitting back and forth. So I mean, like our episode like pretty much is over, but we're still going.
yeah. So this is what we're gonna be doing for the rest of the episode. If you want to just leave. Um, but what do I think about it? I mean, I don't find it very important. Like, you think it's a much bigger deal than I think it is because, like I listen to a lot of podcasts, and not one of them do I watch video on, and that's like I said, like 99% of people don't watch the videos on podcasts. That's why they watch podcasts instead of YouTube videos.
Right, but that's okay, but I do.
Sorry.
So like whenever I'm like watching like I'm listening to Joe Rogan, I'm also watching it.
How do you have the time?
I mean, how do I have the time?
When do you do that?
Like if I'm sitting at my desk doing paperwork.
Well, most people would just watch a show or something.
No, I mean, because it's something that I can pay attention to and not pay attention to at the same time. Like I don't have to give my undivided attention to it.
Yeah.
Like a TV show. But if they're talking about something, something cool, like yeah, did you see that new video about Bigfoot? Like hey, Jamie, throw that up. And they're like, oh, they're showing that. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And then you go back doing your thing. You're basing your 99% on that 99% of the time you don't watch it. Not 99% of everybody doesn't watch it.
Okay.
So
I wonder if we can Alexa or Siri this to fact check me on that. I bet there's some statistic out there.
yeah, but I mean, so why would Joe Rogan do it if nobody does it?
Because he's got the money, he wants it to be as perfect as possible.
Then why does Andrew Schultz do it?
Because they've got the money, they do make it as perfect as possible because
Why
they
does
can.
every streamer do it?
Well, that's different. You're literally watching them do something. You're not doing that to just listen to them talk.
Yeah, but people are like, what? What are they doing? They're sitting in a chair working a controller.
Yeah, you're watching streamers to watch them play games and hear what they have to say, like and the reactions to them.
So we're just not playing a game. We're all that except we're not playing
I'm
a game.
so confused. I don't know where we're going with this.
Like, so streamers used to just show the screen of them playing the game,
Yes.
right? They don't do that anymore. They split screen it to where it's the video of them. It's like
Yes.
you've seen all the queso videos.
Yeah, and they do their face too. Yeah,
Right.
for the reactions.
Right.
Okay.
We're reacting too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Because, I mean, do you not like this conversation right here?
Yeah.
Do you not think people would look and see what our facial expressions are? Like, how serious are they?
Maybe I guess so.
You know, like, and whenever you were like dying laughing when we were talking about, like, dude, if I'm robbing a bank, like,
Yeah.
like, and you start dying laughing, they're going to look.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you don't look. It doesn't matter how you like to listen or to watch a podcast. It's what is the majority of people like.
Okay.
That's why I always push it.
Yeah.
And that's why I think, because I know you really don't like to do like a bunch of video editing.
No.
And, you're, especially in September, you're not going to have the time.
No.
So I thought maybe we can get one. I mean,
Well,
not like a full time one. Not, not like, I mean, I can't pay him. You know what I mean. But
yeah.
somebody that was just interested enough to like throw some stuff together.
Well, if you wanted to, sure, why not?
Mm.
But I would have to say I'm not at the point in my life where I have money I can just spend.
I will not ask you to spend money on the podcast, like because this has kind of been my thing.
Well, I can at some point. It's just not like not in like the first year of my kid's life.
Well,
Like I'm not at the place I want to be financially before the kid gets here, so I shouldn't be spending any extra money that I have to.
yeah, but like part of my job of being your dad is to like kind of try to steer you away from bad investments and stuff like that.
Okay.
This is not a good investment. Like,
Okay.
I'm just being dead ass. Like,
Yeah.
it's not a good investment. I mean, I spend money on it because I enjoy it,
Yeah.
and I want things to sound better and I want to see video. If we were getting some kind of return, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then I'd be like, hey, why don't the money that you're making off this, why don't you reinvest that into this so that way we can do better?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that. But as far as you and me doing this hobby, like, I mean, if we were doing like RC boats, you know,
Yeah.
and that was our thing, I wouldn't have you like, well, you need to buy a boat,
Yeah.
just, if fishing was our thing, well, you probably have to buy your own lures, but, like I would be the one that took us and,
Yeah.
because I don't know. I mean, to me, this is just as fun as fishing and,
This is as fun as fishing?
yeah, to me.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think you understand my enjoyment on this. That's why I don't mind spending the money.
Yeah.
I don't mind buying mics and stuff. I mean,
Well, like I do find enjoyment on this.
mhm.
I mean, do I like doing it every single week? No,
Yeah.
because I'm like, oh, another week.
Yeah.
But whenever we're doing it, yes, I like in the moment doing it together. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I
But I
just
mean,
don't like another Sunday, another podcast.
right. But I mean, that's where you're at. Like, dude, I was just like that with my dad. My dad was not a podcast guy.
Yeah.
My dad was a work guy.
Yeah.
Like, hey, why don't you come out here and help me work on this tractor? I don't want to do that shit. I want to be at home. I want to do this. I want to do that.
I want to enjoy my rent.
Yeah, like I want to go. I want to do what I want to do. But that was my dad's like, like, hey, son, I miss you. You want to come spend time with me?
Yeah.
Did not read it. Like so. Whenever you're all like, gotta do the podcast. I'm over here like, yep, gotta do the podcast. You know?
It's not finally time to do the podcast again.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you can ask several people. My Sunday is blocked. Like, because we picked Sunday was the day that we do this.
Which is so weird, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think you picked the day.
Yeah, it was my fault
Yeah, but
because it worked with my old work schedule a lot better. But yeah,
yeah, but like it's blocked. Like I don't do shit. like
yeah,
like you know what I mean? Like I mean I'll do stuff before and I'll do stuff after.
yeah,
But whenever it's time for us to do it, like 6 o'clock, whenever it's time for us to do it,
yeah,
I ain't doing shit.
yeah.
I'm home at no less than an hour ahead. You know, and it's just I don't know.
He gets excited.
I do, dude.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean, because I just love spending time with you on this, and
Yeah.
this is my love language, I guess.
Ugh.
Right?
I don't like this feeling shit.
But
Let's talk about five-fingered aliens again.
dude, a 5 finger, like if they looked human and they had 5 fingers, then they wouldn't be aliens, right?
Alright, ass.
but
Alright, ass.
yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I would still like before September gets here, I want to see us do something more. Dude, even if it's just some bullshit like fucking webcams,
Yeah.
they
Queso the fuck out of it.
yeah. I mean, who cares, dude? And I don't know if you're worried about like online backlash, like like people if people try to queso you or me,
Dude, I would love to get quesoed.
right? Well, some of the things I could see hurting,
Yeah,
you know,
but like
whiter man far from home, like dude, like that was I had seen that I was like, ooh, like, but
wonder where my dick went, bread.
yeah, but anyway, yeah, like I mean, dude, I mean, we got to do it, you know,
Burger King Kong.
yeah, because I mean, I'll still like if you want to just like record, like we don't even have to post it, like we can just do it,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, but like the posting stuff, I mean, we kind of got to think about everybody that does listen, like do better by them, kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? I mean, it's a lot for people to listen to this shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, we are recording still. My bad. Sorry, guys. But
I don't think you said anything bad.
well, no, I caught myself like I seriously forgot that we were fucking recording still. Um, this is how passionate that we talk about this shit whenever we are off the air. So, um,
I don't know, dude. I knew we were recording.
but I mean, I do think that we owe a little bit to the people that do listen. To try to do improvements now and then, and I think we
Yeah.
came a long way with the audio compared to like episode 1.
Damn.
Yeah, that's and those first few episodes are our most listened to ones, right?
Yeah.
They're the ones I'm most embarrassed by.
Me too.
So, because I mean, like I had some like off the wall fucking. I was so angry whenever we first started. I don't know if you've listened to some of the older ones.
You were so angry
I was so angry.
last year.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say you were angry. I would say you were nervous, but
Well, no, I mean, I was nervous doing it too, but like, I mean, there were some subjects that we got talking about, mainly girls. And, like, dude, I was championing like the He Man Woman Hater Club, and, like, shit there for a little bit. Like, every episode was like, fuck these bitches, but,
yeah.
but, I mean, I don't know. Weird.
Thanks, James.
Yeah. So if I did get some video, like, are you gonna figure out how to put that in, or
Try to.
yeah? Because I mean, I need some help on it. Like, I'll buy all the shit. I just got to know what to buy and what it takes.
For video?
Yeah. To add, I mean, because we're adding 2 videos.
Yeah, we would just put two streaming we just put two streaming sources into the same frame, which I can do like while we're recording. I can see what it'll look like as we're doing it. And we'll be able to figure out like angles and timing and stuff because it'll automatically do it itself.
Is it easier? Would it be much easier to do one?
Oh,
So it's the same effort on your part if we're doing one or two?
like webcams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the same process.
Yeah. I mean, I would just have to do the same thing twice. I mean, it's not any more difficult. If I did it once, I can do it a second time faster, you know?
Well, because I want to add, like, I do want to get back on the guest thing, like, because there's a few people that, like, I really do want to have on, but, like, I
Yeah,
just,
Ian canceled on us. What the hell?
well, I mean,
That was a spur of the moment thing.
yeah. Well, like, Ian would be like a hangout thing, but, like, there are people that, like my friend Brad, like, I would love to talk to him about some of the things he has going on,
Yeah.
and, like, actually get into the things that he's doing because he does some pretty cool stuff. So, you know, um, I would love to get more into that, not do like interviews of like the world's most, like try to get, some scientist or something, but, just people of interest,
Yeah.
like that Wilhelm guy, he plays music everywhere, you know. Um, I've known him for a while, but it's not like we don't like talk often, but whenever I see him, I talk to him,
Yeah.
and he'd be really cool to have on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, dude, like I'm envious of the fact that he's able to like get on stage, sing in front of a bunch of strangers, and be comfortable doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and have passion to do it. Like, because he's made like videos, he has TikToks and stuff like that, and he sings really good.
Hmm.
You know,
I have him on TikTok. He pops up sometimes.
yeah. I think it's just one of those things where if he had the right exposure, like it ain't gonna come from us, but but like if somebody big like actually like got a hold of what he was doing, it'd be like that one guy that Richmond, north of Richmond,
Oliver Anthony.
yeah, like it, yeah, I could see that happening to him if the right person got a hold of it.
Yeah.
So, uh, yeah, I don't know. Why don't we just start with one camera? It's the same process, and it ain't gonna matter. Let's just set up one camera off to the side.
Hmm.
It gets both of us, and then would also get the guest, and because the way we have it set up now, they would be sitting there, so they would be centered. So they would be the
I don't know how I'd feel about one from the side.
why?
It's not a very flattering angle. We did it one time and it didn't. It's not very flattering to look back on.
Yeah, but dude, you retired. Like
Yeah, I still don't want to look like that.
you got your woman.
Yeah, I'm not doing it for women. I'm doing it
Yeah.
for me.
How's it got to do with you?
I don't want to be looking all fat and like Jabba the Hutt looking motherfucker on TikTok. I don't want that.
I understand it. I do.
But I don't care.
Well, I mean, you kind of paint me in a box here. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, all right.
so what? I mean, what's the answer to that?
Sure.
No, no, you don't like it. You're
Uh,
not comfortable with it. Jesus Christ.
sure. No. Ah.
What I mean, what I mean is that,
No, what I said was.
no, what I mean is you're not comfortable with it.
Yeah.
It's not something that you really. So what's the solution to that?
Quit eating so many little Debbie's.
I mean, sure, that's one.
It just have to get back to being used to it. I mean, it's not a big deal. Or do two cameras.
So you would rather go face on?
Yeah.
Well, we'd have to go
Money
three.
shot versus, like not callback shot,
Well, if you don't, if you're trying to avoid side angle, then that means we have to have three. You'd have to have one for the guest, one for you, one for me.
Yeah.
Oh. What would you think about top down? Wonder what that would look like.
I mean, you wouldn't get any of our reactions.
You get some. You like you couldn't wear a hat while we're doing this,
Yeah, I always wear a hat, and half the time you wear a hat.
right?
And all of our guests that I know of all wear hats.
But buddy, I can't make every angle perfect. You know what I mean?
But you're gonna see Ian's bald spot. I'm just playing it. please keep listening.
But like we got that's what I mean is like
You want eagle eye view? Is that what you're saying?
no, like I need you to step out of your comfort zone on some things, and I need to step out of my comfort zone on some things.
Shit, you haven't had a comfort zone since the '90s,
Dude. Trust me, I have had to step foot out of my comfort zone several times in the last couple months.
Okay, so out of all those angles, the most desirable I would pick would be face on. Number 2 would be above head. Number 3 would be from the side. That's my order of preferredness.
The only other way is to completely rearrange this setup, and I ain't got the funds for that. But
Okay, we'll just pick from those. Like you know which order and which I'd prefer, so just go off of that.
yeah, well, you had this thing about. I mean, there's a way that we could get it. You know what I mean? Like where everybody's kind of at an angle.
That's how we did it originally.
Well, no, we had it like straight side view.
No, I don't think so. I mean, we had where we're facing each other, but because of the camera, we naturally leaned into it and
Yeah.
would kind of talk like people can't see us, but
Yeah.
kind of talk to the side. How we initially did it at the beginning.
Yeah. I don't know what.
I've just seen the time, but
You gotta go.
yeah.
All right then.
Sorry, people.
Well, so
8:30.
Okay. Well, let's just solidify this right quick. So, if I buy webcams,
Okay.
you'll take care of it. Okay, because I'm really gonna push for buying some. Like there's just some cheap ones.
Okay.
They ain't gonna be much quality to them.
Okay.
But you'll handle the rest.
Yeah. Everything in my power too.
Okay. If we do that, then I will feel more confident about September. And I'd be more confident about buying shirts.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in, and have a great week.